so I'm back. I will just torch this a little bit. There's a lot of bubbles in it, so I'll just take off the surface bubbles a little bit. With these ones, I got this from Bunnings in Australia, big hardware store. Please make sure that the flame's gone. Sometimes as they get older, the flame doesn't stop. Put it down and you'll start a fire. Now, because this is fairly full, I'm just going to start by drizzling a little bit into each of these, just to take out some of this. Because if I pour, even though I make a little spout out of this, if I pour from this little cup now, it's going to dribble straight down the side of the cup and I'll have a mess. Just, it'll be interesting to see which way, how bright the colours come out with the clear. These only take about 10 grams each. They're not heavy. They don't take much. Once I've emptied out this cup a bit, I'll pour it and then clean up the mess I'm making here successfully. It's going to be very interesting to see which one comes out brighter, seeing their chrome. I have not worked with chrome colours before, so that should be good. Now, I'll make that little spout. And this time I don't want them overflowing. That might almost be enough in those blue. Oh no, just a little bit more. If it's not enough, it pulls away from the edge. So let it settle and then come back. It looks like from this way it's not going to be as bright as the black, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting to find out. Around here. Whoops, that's too much. That's going to suck. Oh well, that's life. That is life. Now, just wipe that. Wipe the stick. Wipe this so we don't have a mess and dripping everywhere. Now I'm going to get one of my tools and just push all of this back in here so it's easier to clean up. Keep it clean and you won't have so much trimming to do. The other thing is, because it's clear on these chromes, it's a bit harder to see whether it's domed or not. I don't want it to start overflowing. All of this in the centre there. Much easier to clean it up now. I think I could possibly do with a little bit more, but I don't want to. Just honestly, it's got to be a few drops, a few drops, a few drops, because resin does its own thing. You think that it's full and it's not full, and then you think it's not full and it overflows. And I can't torch this because there's such a small amount of resin in here. I will spray it with alcohol. See what happens here if it's too full. It runs down the side. So I'll just see how that goes. That looks like this one. Looks full there, but I'm not sure down this end. We'll let it settle for a second. And I'll clean this up again. And just around here. Poke that bubble. You don't want it, a bubble might be insignificant in the wet resin, but it will leave a hole in the dry resin. and that hole can be quite sharp and unsightly. You don't want holes. I think, probably don't see there's another little bubble. That will come out when I spray it with alcohol. But the alcohol will also break the surface tension, which could cause it to overflow. It's really hard to see if this is up to the top. It seems to be. Okay, all right. Well, I'll spray it. See what happens. And that, oh, I've got quite a bit, so I'll have to weigh these to make sure, just to see exactly how much each one holds. See, that's, see now, see what's happened? Surface tension has broken. So now it's going to decide to flow. I need that piece of cardboard that I had here before. There it is. Just a little bit under there. Sometimes these moulds are not quite straight and not level. And this can be a fiddly part to making resin, but it's important. You don't want to go away. You do not want to walk away from your resin work thinking it'll be fine and come back and find that it's stripped all over your floor, all over your table, because it has overflowed. Just taking this bit of time here, pushing it back in. See that? Just pushing that back in there. That 1 or 2 drops can make the difference between being enough and overflowing. That looks good. This one, see, just up, back in this way, taking a little bit off as you go. I think at this stage I might prefer the black backing, but we will see. There you go. Oops, down here. Has that come off? It is a little bit fiddly, but they come out really pretty, and sometimes I put flowers on them, or the one that my granddaughter chose had pearls all over them. I put pearls all over a pretty gold set, and I thought, I wasn't sure if I liked the effect, but she chose those, and when I put them in her hair they looked really beautiful. So I think I might make another set like that. I'm going to hopefully soon get an eBay store set up, but I'm still trying to set up a YouTube channel. So I'm filming while I'm on school holidays because I teach my granddaughter at home here. She does distance ed, and I am a retired teacher, so I oversee all that and teach her when she's not in class online. So I have limited time to do this. I am trying to get a few videos up before I go back to school next week or the week after, whenever it is. That should be right now, hopefully. I will find something to do with this, something small. Let me see, what have I got? Oh, I've got some keychains with cars. I think, sorry about the wrinkling, I might try some of these. gloves off because I'm not using resin, but I will pour those in. This time I am going to sprinkle. What will I do? I might do the school bus, but I will wipe that first, clean that. Just clean that out. You can use a baby wipe, or you can use some packing tape. I'll just wipe it out here because I just want to get on with it. I have to go out soon. I'll take this off. Throw that out. Don't know what this is going to be like. Blue. That and the green. Mix it together. I am not going to go and try to do all that detail. I did one of those. It didn't like the way it turned out. So I'll do my switching. I'll do this here. Do that there. Do that there. And now I've just mix. Oh dear, oh dear. Maybe not a good combination, who knows? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's see, what else have we got? Now, whatever touches first, of course, that is going to be the colour that you will see. Let's just do around here a bit, up the side. Take it over here and just hit off the extra. Get this up. Not sure how that's going to be. Oh, well, we'll see. I'm going to get a bigger brush, one like this, and just whoosh it round and take off all the extra. I'll do that over here because I don't want that in my wet resin. And I'll pour this in. Oh, gloves, gloves, gloves. Woman, remember your gloves. So, pour that into here. See how that goes. I will have to move that side because there's that lump there. I have to get rid of that. Let it settle, remember? And see. Now, I will just get my dotting tool. Make sure that's around there because that's the hole. Just run it around very gently without scratching the bottom. You'll see some bubbles are stuck to the edge. Any of those 45-degree angles is where bubbles love to go. And I've got a feeling if I hit that with alcohol ink, that's going to overflow. Oh, yes, yes, it is. So I'm going to take a little bit of that out, and you can do it by just doing this. Straight up, and that will take the extra little bit out. Now, I will spray it because there are some bubbles there, and we'll wait and see if it overflows. I have got enough in there to do a couple more, so what I will do is put these colours away. Put that away. I will leave them out though so I know what colours I've used. That one and that one. And that one. What else have I got over here? Oh, I got these today, or yesterday. I might try these. Good day to experiment. There's my... take this off. Just, yeah, oh, well done, Pam. You don't get, oh boy, that's an understatement. You don't get much in the Temu colours. That's a gross understatement. Anyway, I'll try them. Another glove on. I threw that other one out. It's a bit messy. Not good to get resin on your hands. Now, let's put these on. They're a bit hard when your hands are wet. I'll do that switching. What will I do? I might do this one. Just get that out there. And get right in there. Take that out of my mouth. Take that. There, that's better. Now, Yep, you don't get much. Now this is, that's a shift of some sort. They don't put it onto the little box when you get it. Looks like it's a red-green shift or a pink-green shift. And I think Chameleon needs to be backed in black. So I will put some black into this just to see. Get that switched out. Yeah, that's real. Look at that. There's hardly anything in there. It'll be interesting to see if that's the same with the other ones when I open them up. Just clean up as you go. That is not breaking its banks yet, which is good, but it sure looks like it's drying. All right, well, I'll put some black into this. Oh, that's pretty when you stand up and look at it down that way. Just a little bit of black. Just a little squeeze. Goes up. Little squeeze. You can't see what I'm doing. Little squeeze. These squeeze bottles can be hard. That's it. It's probably way too much. But I'll put that there. And see if that's a bit of a lump in there. No? Okay, done. Now you've got to really mix this well, because if it's not mixed, it won't set. But I have found that the ones from Temu are more prone not to mix well than the ones that I buy from the man whose resin I buy. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll try that. It is more, it's only filled to here on the cup, so it's easy to squeeze it and pour it. And this one, it's quite intricate, but because I've dusted it, the bubbles shouldn't stick to it, hopefully. pulling away from that side, so it needs a little bit more. And this is floating mica, there's nothing wrong with that. I will take that down off that bump in that plastic though. Now it looks to me like it might be pretty much up to the top. I don't want to put too much more into it because that's the point, it overflows. I'll put that there for a little minute. Spray it, get rid of those bubbles. Now can you see, I hope you can see, I hope you're within range. You can see when I sprayed that, it came up with the mica. See how that came up? Little bubbles of mica, and that's fine. The mica's not a worry if it's coming up like that. I'm not touching the bottom here. I'm just going around to make sure there's no bubbles sitting and hiding. I'll just give it another spray. This one's looking good. It's not overflowing. That's good. All right, so now I'm thinking, maybe. This is also a new one. This one, they do say it's a green, grass and crimson. I only got this yesterday. So we'll try that one. Oh, that's a nifty little top. Huh, look at that. Look at that. So you could take, oh, look at that. You can take the whole lot off, or you can tip it out through that hole. That's, I haven't seen one of those before. So this time I might do the sports car. Oh, that's pretty. I hope you're seeing this. Good. That's pretty. Oops, I don't want that to overflow. That bump in that plastic I'll have to get rid of. Now, there is extra pigment in there, and I haven't tipped it over, obviously, because I've got these two full of resin. But if I had known I was going to have this much resin over, I'd have dusted these three and then tipped off the extra resin, but it is what it is. So we will have some floating resin, floating mica. Just tip that in there. Let it settle. See how much more we need. Spray this. See how it's coming up with the pigment powder. Spray that. Spray that. Just give it a little bit more. I think I'm going to have enough to do all of them. How did I miscalculate? I'll have to weigh those hair clips to see instead of guessing. I'll have to weigh how much resin they need, and that's going to be a bit much, I think. There's bubbles. 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 There's one toothpick. Go around here, get rid of these. Stubborn. Just a bit stubborn. I'll be all right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'll get another piece of paper. Yep. See, it's coming over there. So what I'll do is I'll just do that. Hopefully, and I'll push that back in. Just take off that little bit of extra. Sometimes you think it's good, and you can't walk away. And look at this one. Put that in there. Don't want that in. That'll push it back in. But I will need to push that back and just take off that. By doing that, it just takes off that little bit of extra. Like that. When I first started doing this, I used to get the biggest messes. I am better. Not perfect, but better. And I do like doing it. I do. So now I think I've probably got enough for a few other things. Ah, dear, oh dear. What to do? I know. I may have enough. Will I or not? Have enough for that around there. Let me see. Will I? No. No, I won't. No, I won't. Ah, I might have enough for this though. I might. What I'll do is I will get some. Oh, I know what to do. Try this. Try this one in the chrome and do my little photo frame. Throw that out there. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's one of the chrome ones I got from Temu. So I will just use my duster. And this one. Just, oh, that's going to be pretty if it comes out like that. And then I'll back it in black, and hopefully I will have enough of the black. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Pity you can't buy just the single colours like this from Temu. Now with this one, some of these frame moulds have the hole in them and they're not deep enough to pour the back over. This one is deep enough to pour the back in it, so you need to dust it as well. This is a really good little photo frame. So you need to dust this as well because this will be poured. Whether it will be poured today all in one go depends on how much resin. I don't think I've got enough. Now I've poured these other ones. I don't think I've got enough to pour it all in one go, but I may have enough for it just around there. I'll come back tomorrow. I like that colour. That's really pretty. I'll just dust that off. Now have I dusted it? Or just check your edges when you're doing that. Make sure that you haven't missed any. because otherwise it's going to be gold in spots and black in spots. You don't want that. Now, do I or do not? Do I? We'll see. I'm going slowly because this is such an intricate little frame. There's lots and lots of places where bubbles can live. So I'm slowly pouring it. Hopefully, I don't want to have to go digging around to make sure those bubbles are out before. I don't want to dislodge the mica. Dear, I like that colour. So pretty. Will I have enough? I might just have enough. Let's see. I'll be mighty close. Just without scraping the bottom there. Okie dokie. That's good. Throw that out, wipe my stick. It's not quite enough, but what I'll do is I'll come back tomorrow or the next day and back it with a bit more black, because I've got another project that I'm working on and I'm just not going to have time. A friend's mum is in hospital and I'm going with her to see her mum, spend some time with her. So I'll just put this over here. Oh, that sticks. There. Now, normally you would have to go down and just go like this. I'm hoping I'm not dislodging the mica powder. I can't leave it like this because I can see that it is not full up. That means the back of this will be too thin, but that's okay. I can just come back in with plain black when I'm ready to do that the next time I've got some time to work in here. I will spray. Check these. Yes, they've got bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. And yes, that is overflowing. This one is. I'll just take that off there. Just a drop can make it overflow. Once that surface tension has broken, it can keep going. Just go and go and go and go. But that's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. That's okay, that's good, and that's clean. That's clean, and that's done. They're okay. Clean up my mess here. Take off my gloves because I want to show you this little lady. Just cleaning my gloves with alcohol, and I will come back to this and show you the rest of this tomorrow. But I want to show you the little lady in there. There, right. That's there, that goes there, and that goes there. Let me show you, because this should be ready now. So that's the little lady with her hat and her fan, her diamonds, her rose, and I might come back. In fact, I will come back. She would not go to the opera without painting her toenails, so I'll do that. I'm keeping the theme probably maybe pink. She's in a pink mood. So let's do that. And I'll just go across here, little toenails. They only have 4. And there. Now she's set. That's better. Can't go without having your toenails done. And that's her. I'll let her dry. And she's off with her boyfriend, husband. I think that'll look gorgeous. So that's done, and they'll just sit there and finish setting. This might even add more tomorrow before I demold that. These are, yep, that's okay, that's good. Yep, that's good. They're good, they're good. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for joining me again. I will finish this video as soon as I find this and splice it all together hopefully, and then we can move on to another video. Thank you for joining me. Loving having you here. Bye. Well, I finished these off camera, and I'm going to show you the difference between the chrome powders backed in black and the chrome powders backed in clear. Now, with the clear, they're still pretty colours, but you can see they're much more vibrant when they've got the black. And because they were almost transparent, and I can't really see if you'll see that, but I could see straight through them. So that meant when I put the backing on, you could see it all. So I had to then try and save 8 hair clips, and that's what I've done. I've made these two with little diamondy crystal butterflies and pearls, half pearls. These ones were the back in black, so I just put a couple of little flowers on those with pearls. The green was quite a difference, This one, you can see, if you look here, you can see the backing, and I didn't want that. So I did the same thing. I put a little crystal butterfly and then put the pearls around. And with these ones, I just picked a little blue flower to go with them. These ones were the pretty purple, but again, quite a difference in the depth of colour. So I saved these by finding the same colour half pearl. And these ones, because it was a different shape to the other ones, I put 2 flowers. And these ones, you can't really see just how light. They're still pretty, but again, you can see through to the backing. So with the ones covered in black, backed in black, I just put the 2 flowers. And the other ones, I found these beautiful. I'm really liking these. I've just ordered some more from Temu. These beautiful half pearl beads. So that was that. I finished the little lady going to the opera, and I put the hat with the feathers, the fan, she needs a fan, her diamond brooch with the necklace, painted her toenails, and gave her a little rose. So she's ready to go to the opera. And then these ones, these were done with chameleon powder and backed in black, but they're okay. But you've just got to leave these lines are so thin that there's not much you can do with them. So they'll just be key rings. This one I did in clear just to see what it was like. And this is how it came out. It was very transparent. So I got my markers, my acrylic markers, which are these ones. Again, I got them through Temu. I'm sure you can probably get similar ones, if not the same, from Amazon. And I just painted it. It is dull. I could go over that with the top coat, but I'm not going to bother. I'll probably give that to one of my grandkids. That was the actual colour. You can see how transparent it was. So thank you for coming and joining me today, and I will see you on our next video. Please, if you like my content, like and subscribe and share. I really appreciate your help. I'm just starting out and I'm very excited about it. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.